going on? All right, let me take the volume off of this. Hello. We are making money with webinars today. Got my books, got my screen shares, got my webinar stuff. I got everything up. I'm gonna give y'all a second to pull up, let everybody pull up, and then we're gonna start going in about webinars. So if you have a business, I don't care if you sell a product or service, making money with webinars is going to allow you to skyrocket your sales without exerting as much energy. What we don't realize is with webinars, you can do one thing once and reach hundreds of people. And then if you do it right, or if you like it, if you do it good, you only have to do it once. And then you can repeat that process an infinite amount of times to always generate you profit. So I'm gonna give you guys a breakdown of I'm gonna give you guys a breakdown on like one of my webinars. This is an old webinar from like 2 years ago, but how we set the webinar up. Excuse me. How we set the webinar up, and then like why it was profitable, how we made money from it, the ins and outs and the logistics, and then show you guys kind of like the intricacies behind it. So I never want to just show you guys money. I want to show you guys how to get it. I want to show you guys the step-by-steps on how to get it. And then if you decide, we can build it out for you. So while we're here, y'all know every time I get live, tap in with me. I don't like talking to myself. You guys know I hate it. I'm very interactive. So if you hear, hit me with a what's up. Say I'm live. What's going on? I'm gonna see it as Facebook user. It's cool. I just want to know who's with me. I try to be as interactive as I can. What in the world is this? My kids done put something on my desk. I try to stay interactive. I try to be interactive with everybody. So if y'all are listening, just tap in with me. My man Tyron, he's here. What's going on, T? So whoever's else, and y'all don't have to put y'all name. Oh, my man Kenny, there you go. If y'all don't want to put y'all name, y'all don't have to. I just, I love interaction. I love to make sure that y'all with me, so I know I'm teaching. Like, in fact, this is a prime example of teaching the masses. So as I teach y'all, as I show y'all can also understand that I'm only doing this one time, but it's going to reach hundreds of people. I'm streaming this to YouTube. I'm streaming this to the private Facebook group. I'm streaming it to Twitch. Where else am I streaming it? I think I'm streaming it to TikTok and Instagram. So you all can see how I do something one time and it reaches hundreds of people. So just imagine that I'm trying to sell you guys at the end of this, which I'm not. But imagine if I'm trying to sell you guys how I'm able to do it one time and get it all out. So what's going on, Pinky? All right, so let's get started. I'll show the demo, but before I show the demo, I just want to talk about why webinars are important. So the reason why webinars are so important is because it allows the business owner to not have to exert as much energy in order to make a sale. If you guys are selling digital products, even if you guys are selling a service, I sell a CRM. So for me, if I'm selling a CRM, you would always want to have one conversation to 100 people versus having 100 conversations to 100 people. Reason being is, simple math. If every one of my sale calls take 1 hour, I'm going to exert 100 hours trying to close 100 people. If I hold a webinar and 100 people show up, I'm going to exert 1 hour, but to 100 people, right? Now, if my close rate is only 10%, let's just, we always use bottom numbers whenever we're doing hypotheticals. If my number is only 10%, I exerted 100 hours and only closed 10 sales. Or I only exerted 1 hour and closed 10 sales. Which number is significantly better than the other? You know what I'm saying? That right there is why webinars are so important. So that's the key to webinars. Now, another trick to webinars is to make them free. Unless you're a big wig, if you guys are already a guru or if you guys are already fully established, then you can start to do paid webinars. If you want to have like off-sites, like I know my guy Darius just had one in Puerto Rico. It was a paid webinar, but it included the hotel, food and drink and all of that stuff like that, where it's a paid webinar. Paid webinars generally have higher close rates because the people that are paying to go to them have cash in hand and they're ready to buy. So free webinars for the masses. When you get bigger, start to do paid webinars. So I'm gonna tell you guys how to get money from the free webinars before you even do the webinars, and that's where the demo comes in. So give me a sec. Let me open up the screen. And I got the phone at the bottom to make sure y'all can see it. So let me go here. Let me make sure it's working. There we go. All right. So I know it's on. Can y'all see the webinar screen? Because I can see, I got the red dot. It moved over to webinar screen. If anybody can see the webinar screen, just give me a yeah real quick, and then I'll keep moving. So if anybody can see the webinar screen, let me know. I don't know who's all here. Just one yeah, and I keep going. All right. I won't click through. You can. All right. Cool. I got somebody said yeah. All right. So on this page, this is the opener for the webinar. Mind you, it's a free webinar, y'all. So this is back when me and Shanice did a credit repair webinar. We were showing people how to obtain a 700 credit score and $100,000 in credit. So we weren't doing a credit repair webinar. We were doing a solution webinar. We're going to show you how to get a 700 credit score and obtain $100,000 in credit. If we were to do a webinar and we said, hey, we're going to do a credit repair webinar, chances are nobody's going to show up because nobody cares about a problem. They care about the solution. So we made it the solution. And then the bonus was learn how to create a recession-proof six-figure business. You know, we got the jumping buttons. I want my seat. I'm ready to sign up. I'm ready to sign up. We had a bunch of testimonials. You know, we had bios. Usually when it's just one person, it's a lot easier. We kind of had to split the bios, and that's fine. But you know, we say who this webinar is for. Just give some information on the webinar. You don't have to put your all into the sign up page because that's literally just it. It's the sign up page. All you want to do is get them hype about whatever they're going to be learning, let them know that it's free, and get them to sign up. So right here, if they click this button, a little bit more information. This is the most important part. First name, last name, email, and phone number. This is where we capture them. Once they hit submit, regardless if they put real information or fake information, we're going to hope they put real information. But once they hit submit, they then come to the upsell page, the very first upsell page. Now, your upsell page has to touch on whatever the webinar is on to give it value, to give it more value. So remember, I said for our webinar, we were going to show people how to get 700 credit scores plus $100,000 in business funding, right? So now they're eager, they're ready to sign up. The very first upsell page says, hey, your seat's almost secure, but check this out. I'm going to give you my getting out of credit card debt mini course, my do-it-yourself credit ebook, and the ultimate secrets lenders list. I'm telling them, you know, hey, this is just the added bonus. On top of us giving you the free webinar, this is something that'll give you a head start. So you're in front of everybody else. So when the webinar actually starts, you are already equipped to get shit done. That's the important part of this upsell. Even have the video. The video touches on that. The video says, actually, go ahead and listen to the video. All right, boom. So you see how I touched about it. I literally spoke to the people when I explained to them why each item is important, what the item is going to do to their business, yada, yada, yada. Notice that I put the value of the webinar. I said that the webinar's value is, or the value of the ebooks is about $300. And then I told them, hey, look, because you're attending the webinar today, I'm going to give you all 3 ebooks for $30. Now, for anybody that signed up for the free webinar, mind you, it's free. Now I have an opportunity to make $30 extra per person. Just like that. Every single person, because imagine, everybody's going to click and sign up for this just because it's free. They may not even want to pay attention. Just because of the fact that it's free, every single person is going to sign up for this. Now I can take all of those free people and try to push for a sale. Some are going to sign up. You may have less than a 10% close rate on this, but guess what? Even if I only had a 1% close rate at 100 people, that's $30 that I've profited without the webinar even starting. I've already made a sale. I've already made some profit before the webinar even started. Boom, right? Now, check this. This is how they purchase. Notice I got in the red letters, no thanks, I don't want it. I'll go blah, blah, blah. If they click that, they'll then go to a down sale page. We already hit them with the upsell. Here's the down sale page. What do you guys notice about the down sale page? Big red background. That's evident. Notice that I'm offering them the exact same thing. Literally the exact same thing. I didn't change the offer. I didn't downplay the offer. I'm offering them the exact same thing, but I lowered the value. And then I also changed the video. So listen to how whoever's here, Kenny, I know you said you can see it. Could you all hear the audio? I don't want to keep playing these audios if you guys can't hear them. Can you all hear? Did you all hear the audio of that last video I played? Because if not, I just won't play them. I'll just give you guys the breakdown. But let me know if you guys heard that audio, and then I'll play the next audio so that way you can see how the downsell video differs from the upsell, but also keeps them within my customer journey. I'm gonna break that down. What happens is first page gets you hype. Hey, this is what we're gonna do for you. Sign up for our free webinar. The second page is an upsell. Hey, listen, we got an offer that you can't refuse. It's super. It says saw it, but I didn't hear it. All right, so you guys couldn't hear it. I just give you the verbal breakdowns on what I'm saying. So this is the second page. This video pretty much just got them hype about the bundle, told them how the bundle can help them, how it's going to elevate them to be ready for the webinar so they can immediately take action. The downsell video, I don't need to play it if you guys can't hear it, but the downsell video stops them. It's like a whoa. You didn't take my initial offer, but I want to explain to you the importance of why you need these ebooks. And then I just double back on why each ebook is important. I say, hey, you definitely, if you're somebody that's serious about getting this, these are going to be 3 important steps to get you to the next level. I highly recommend that you get these ebooks. And because I'm so sure that you're going to need these ebooks in order to get to the next level, I'm cutting the price in half. So remember on the first page, it was $30, right? The next page is only $15. It's the downsell page. The exact same thing, but I cut the price in half. Reason being is because remember, when we sell digital product, y'all, when we sell digital content, when we sell anything on the digital space, once you make it, it is all profit. I could sell all 3 of these ebooks for $1 and it would still make me profit because I've already made my money back with my first sale. So cutting it in half for the down sale not only gives you a second chance at redemption for people that didn't want to buy for $30, it also gives you, just another opportunity to try to make some money before the webinar. So let's double back. First page, we got them hype. We got everybody interested. They're clicking, they're signing up. Then they're coming to the upsell page. This is going to just promote whatever the products that we have. It's going to try to get them to buy. If they don't buy, we're going to stop them and say, hey, listen, are you sure you don't want to buy the upsell offer? It's very valuable, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to cut the price for you just because it's that important. And then on this page, regardless if they buy it or if they don't buy it, they're going to get taken to the thank you page. And this is the thank you page. So this thank you page is an after. It's like an after page. So this is the actual webinar. But when we were hosting the webinar live, this thank you page just had a thank you video and explain, hey, we're looking forward to meeting with you guys. Yada yada yada. It's going to be on this day and this day, and then it's just some touch points. So the first touch point is joining our Facebook community. This link takes them to the Facebook group that you all are watching now. This is back before we made the changes. It's just going to take them to your community. If you guys have Slack, if you guys have Discord, if you guys have Facebook, school, whatever, you want them in a community. You want to pull all your people together because they feel more valuable. They feel like they're getting more education. They feel like they're being helped more when they're all together and they have more access to you. So it's definitely good to have a join your community button. The next two steps are what you want them to do. So when we were live, like I said, give your second. I changed the verbiage, but give yourself 90 minutes to watch the video. Our first webinar was about 90 minutes. We didn't know what the hell we were doing, but it was about 90 minutes. So I say give yourself about 90 minutes to watch. Step 3 is text ready. So once upon a time, this was our text. This was our text word, and this was our text number. So you guys know that I set up the text automations where they can text a certain word to get automation to happen. What happens is toward the end of the webinar, we say, hey, listen, if you are interested in this product or you're interested in our mentorship, text ready to this number, and we'll get you signed up. And that took them to a whole nother funnel, and it did everything it needed to do. This, because it is a evergreen webinar, now when they're ready, they can just text the number and it'll start doing, not this number. This is a dead funnel, but when it was still active, they could text the number and it would do what it needed to do automation wise. On top of the fact that it gave them some action checklists, some action items where it's like, hey, this is how you reach out to us. You can get a free 30-minute Zoom, take screenshots and share it. We want you to engage, like how I get you guys to engage. Every time I do a webinar, Zoom, or anything, I like for you guys to engage because, 1, I don't like talking to myself. You guys know that. 2, the whole purpose of me doing what I do is to help you all grow. And I can't help you all grow if you don't participate. If I'm teaching and I'm coaching and you guys got the phone on the kitchen counter and you cooking, or you got the phone in the background and you watching TV, you're not only wasting my time, you're wasting your time. So rather than just having me teach to nobody, I try to interact with you guys to make sure that you're really there. Like when we do the Zooms, I'm a cameras on type of person. You got to have your camera on. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you're not going to have your camera on, we're cutting it. You go ahead and leave the Zoom. I don't need you here because I need to make sure everybody's paying attention. So that's the webinar flow. Let me get back here. Go ahead and cut that down. Bam. I'm back. So that's the webinar flow. That is I gave you guys the breakdown on why webinars are important at the beginning. If you guys have any questions, let's talk about it. Pretty much it's a no-brainer. It's like, it doesn't matter what you sell. It doesn't matter what you do. The first webinar is going to suck. I don't care how great your offer is. I don't care how great of the content you put on social media is. I don't care how great of a speaker you are. The very first time you do anything is always the worst that you've done that thing. So it's like, get it done. If you guys sell products, sell the product through your webinar. If you guys sell a service or a mentorship or a high ticket offer, do webinars. It saves you, or you make so much more money without exerting the same amount, or while exerting the same amount of energy. And, it's just all profits. It's all beneficial from there. It's literally no downside to doing a webinar other than getting the fear out, So this one seems a little bit short. All facts, my man. Whoever said, if you guys have questions, like I said, I don't want to cut it early. I gotta push for at least 30 minutes. So I got like 10 more minutes. If I gotta fluff it, I'll fluff it. But if you guys have any questions, talk to me. Shoot me some questions. I got some Q&As, and we can go back and forth. I gotta push out for another 10 minutes. My first webinar was horrible, but made a lot of money. But that second one, fire. Exactly. The webinars are not gonna be perfect. Hell, the one that I just showed you, that demo I just showed you, man, Shanice butchered the shit. Let me stop cursing. We butchered the hell out of that first one. We didn't know what we were doing. We were just getting information out and talking, and then it was trash. We got better from it, but that first one was trash. Do you suggest everyone do a free webinar? So yes and no. If you already have a product, if you already have a proven product, if you're already making sales, if you already have a large community, then you can go straight into paid webinars. Like if you already have a large following of people who are just gonna buy from you just because you're selling something, you can jump straight into paid webinars because they're gonna pay you for it because it's you. But if you don't have that, it's best to do free webinars because one, and I didn't mention this before, you also have to assert yourself as an authority figure. Hell, the reason why y'all are here, the reason why anybody even jumped in on this Zoom or this live is because I asserted myself as an authority figure of someone that knows what he's talking about or someone that knows what he's doing. And you all trust me enough to even give me your time. So that's another reason why you do these things. If you do free webinars repeatedly over and over and over, you'll start to build that authority. You got to remember, other than your family, man, when we get on social media, a lot of people just assume, hey, I sell this, hey, I sell that, and everybody's going to flock to me. They don't know you. They don't care about you. That's what you guys got to get in. I had to learn that my first year, and I realized, I started to grow. But when we first start out, man, nobody knows who we are. Everything you do should be for free until you start making money. Obviously, do free lead magnets and things like that to make sales. But every initial thing you do or every initial offer should have some sort of freebie, and then you can make sales on the back end from that. Build their trust and then sell them after the fact. If you just open up thinking that you're going to sell, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. You drown. But yeah, to answer that person, do you suggest everyone do a free webinar? Absolutely. If you do not have a huge following that's just buying from you just because you're breathing, do a free webinar. Do multiple free webinars. You can do free webinars. Until you feel comfortable charging for them. I paid for several classes and I paid for several courses. I paid for a couple mentorships. Some were good, some were bad, but majority of the webinar mentorships, hell, even the books, the webinar books say you should do at least 6 months of free webinars to get your feet wet. You definitely don't want to do a paid webinar and you don't know how to do webinars. Is your nurturing setup? Is your is your lead nurturing setup? Is your retention nurturing setup? Are your automations flowing the right way? Is your sales team in place? Do you have all the products to deliver? Like all of that shit's got to be in order. If you do it for free and something breaks, cool, they'll be upset, but you're not getting a charge back. You're not going to get people that are going to bash your name because something didn't work. It was free. Of course it's fucked up. It's free. I'm still testing it. I'm trying to make it work. But once you have that final product and once you have everything firing on all cylinders, now it's charging. So the last person that I talked to about webinars, they were telling me I need to do one webinar a month for a full year, nonstop. I need to just promote webinars. Like for my coaching business, just promote webinars. They wanted me to, and I'll give it to you guys because I'm going to promote it in the group eventually, but they want me to promote my coaching business through webinars and give the CRM for free. So what I'm planning on doing is through webinars for a full year, I'm going to push webinars. I'm pushing webinars. We're having monthly webinars every month. Every month I'm gonna have a webinar. And in the webinar, I'm gonna highlight one key thing about the CRM and give you guys the CRM for free. The goal of me pushing the webinars is to sell you the coaching. So it's like, hey, listen, I offer coaching. It's $197 a month. Along with that $197 a month, you're going to get weekly Zoom calls or bi-weekly Zoom calls. You're going to get a CRM. You're going to get a 24/7 customer service team. You're going to learn how to build funnels. You're going to learn how to build websites. You're going to learn how to set up your own automations. Do all the things, all the things that I teach you guys already, but having that in a coaching package. So rather than selling you the CRM and selling you the coaching and selling you the digital products, I'm just going to have one package to give you all the shit. Give you everything that I offer for one monthly price, and then you can build what you want from that. If you're a new business owner, well, guess what? We got a package over here. If you're a current business owner, we got a package over here. If you're a well-established business owner looking for something more, we got a package over here. But he wants me to do monthly webinars, and that's what my next step is, to just push that and get better at it. After the year, depending on how much money we've made throughout that year, specifically from the webinars, I'm going to gauge how much to charge for my webinars, because now I'm making money, and now I have social proof. Now I have A to B testing. I got all the things that I need under me in order to be comfortable charging for webinars. Plus, after a year, shit, you've been doing something for a year, you better be good at it, and that's where that goes. Eyes, fire emoji, eyes, sure did, friend. So without knowing who's who, I'm assuming Sharnice said friend. That's just the assumption. Josh is the only one that uses the goddamn eye emoji, so I'm pretty sure that's Josh. Sure did. I'm not sure who that was. Sure did was probably Sharnice when I was talking about how bad our webinar was. I don't know, but remember, y'all coming through as Facebook users, so I'm not sure who's who. I just kind of this is how you know who you talk to on like a daily basis, because people have tendencies. Look, hey, let me see. It's me. Good job. Of course it's you, dummy. And then laugh out loud. Hey, yeah, that's Josh. That's crazy, man. So when you start having a community and when you start talking to people on a daily basis, like it amazes me how I saw who texts what and knew who it was. Like it is, man. That's my brother. That's my sister. And it's just, like that. But yeah, so that's it. I still got 3 more minutes. So if y'all are still here, if y'all got questions, man, toss like 2-3 more questions at me, man. Let me get some of these questions popped out. Another reason, well, why you guys are popping questions, but another reason why it's very important to do the webinars is content. I'm going live for 30 minutes. What I'm gonna do after this live, I'm gonna save the live. I'm gonna send it to my my content team. They're gonna chop out important parts of this live, and now I got content for the week, or maybe content for the month, or maybe a social proof for something else that I want to sell, and that helps me. Excuse me. When setting up the webinar, what do you recommend you use to set it up? So for me, I use T Business Suite. So I use my own CRM, and that's what I'm going to be pushing throughout the group. What the group is, because I'm only doing this live to the group. I didn't do it to my personal page because I want to give some privacy where you guys are actually learning. But everything that I promote from here on out within the group is going to be through the CRM. Every educational method that I teach you guys how to make money can be done within the CRM. So this webinar, that whole flow that I showed you, can be built out within the CRM. All the automations, all the emailing, all the texting, the funnels, the websites, everything that I ever mentioned going forward is all going to be within T Business Suite. So that answers that person's question. Hey, who's in the living room? Can you give me a bottle of water, please? All right. Yeah, but that's it, man. I just also, so since this is the free group, I'm not gonna go live weekly in the free group. I already got a content planned out. Thank you. I already got a content planned out. I'm gonna start going live. It's gonna be bi-weekly. I'll be honest. It's gonna be bi-weekly to start. I'm gonna go live bi-weekly in the free group, and then once we start picking up traction in the paid group is gonna be weekly. But then once the traction picks up for the paid group, then the free group is going to drop down to once a month, where you guys get these live tips and free tips and tricks. So definitely use this to your advantage while it's free. When I set these up, I invite the entire page. So I put some FAQs. I put FAQs under the invites. I do everything I can to give you guys preparation for it. I don't even have sign-up pages. I just do it on the Facebook page because I'm not trying to sell you guys anything yet. So take advantage while it's free. If you guys have been with me for a while, you all know, I give and give and give, and you just got to ask. I'm not going to give you something I don't know you need. So ask away and you shall receive. But I am good here, man. I've hit my hour. So I will see you guys.